Electric vehicles are the future. Nobody understands this better than the US government with its focus on environmental conservation. The current administration is pushing electric mobility hard to curb carbon emissions. However, the government can hardly achieve this goal alone and enlist the help of private individuals. One of them is Elon Musk, and with the partnership between them, they have produced an electric motor that promises to change EVs completely. What is this new electric motor, and what exactly does it offer? Stay tuned as we bring you everything you should know about the new electric motors revealed by the US and Elon Musk that changes everything. The US is one of the biggest supporters of climate change action, especially with the current administration. In fact, on January 20th, on his first day in office, President Biden signed the instrument to take the United States back into the Paris Agreement. Per the terms of the agreement, the United States officially becomes a party again to the accord. The immediate past president pulled the country out in 2017, but it took effect 3 years later, a day after the US election, which he would eventually lose. Showing its dedication to electric vehicles, the administration wasted no time announcing its plans to electrify the whole federal fleet. This was no small commitment, as there are some 645,000 vehicles in the federal fleet. They include roughly 200,000 passenger vehicles, 78,517 heavy-duty trucks, 47,369 vans, 847 ambulances, and 3 limousines. Each year, federal vehicles are driven about 4.5 billion miles, using almost 400 million gallons of gasoline and spewing more than 7 billion pounds of planet-warming greenhouse gases. The declaration is a boon to the fledgling electric vehicle industry, which has grown exponentially in the past decade, but still represents fewer than 2% of automobiles sold in the United States. President Biden wants to use the power of the purse to boost American manufacturers of green products. However, that is not the end of the US government's effort to promote electric cars. The Build Back Better package, signed into law by the president, would provide more incentives for consumers to help pay for EVs, as well as the at-home charging infrastructure. It would also help to expand public charging, easing the minds of not only typical drivers, but businesses providing delivery and other services. The Bipartisan Infrastructure Investment and Jobs Act provides $7.5 billion to jumpstart Biden's goal of having 500,000 EV chargers nationwide by 2030. It also includes incentives of up to $12,500 for electric vehicle buyers. However, what is the use of all these policies if there are no electric cars that car owners want to buy? This is where the private sector, or more precisely, the EV industry, comes in. And one of the champions of the industry is Elon Musk, the CEO of Tesla. As the largest EV maker globally by volume, Tesla is very influential when it comes to determining the direction the EV industry goes. Tesla has been responsible for many of the big strides in the EV space. In fact, Tesla basically carried the whole industry on its back until other automakers became convinced enough to step in. Thanks to Musk's company, the lithium-ion battery has opened up a new chapter in EVs, promising longer driving ranges, shorter charging times, and enhanced safety. And Tesla isn't even stopping yet, as it has announced a new battery that beats everything out there hands down. Tesla is also leading the way when it comes to production. The company prefers to handle as much of its manufacturing in-house, leading to developing processes that allow it to speed up manufacturing while keeping costs low. One example is its gigapresses, which will make a car chassis out of only 2 parts, vastly simplifying the car assembly. Thanks to its continued research and development, Tesla now has an invention that will revolutionize the EV industry and all forms of transport that can use battery power. The innovation is the carbon-sleeved electric motor. The motor is also called the carbon-wrapped motor. Musk is extremely proud of this new motor and can't stop praising it. He said it is the first production electric motor with a carbon overwrap. Elon also likes to point out how hard the new motor was to do. Because carbon and copper have different thermal expansion rates, it needs to be wound at an extremely high tension to achieve a carbon overwrap rotor. To achieve this goal, Elon said that the team had to design a whole new machine capable of producing the rotor. This was a first because no such machine had ever existed before. However, this gives Tesla another ability, making the electromagnetic field super efficient while having a tight gap even at extremely high revolutions per minute, or RPM. Musk also gave some more details about how the fiber is wound. It's wound over the rotor at a high tension load. The machine that wound it was created by Tesla Automation. Tesla Automation is in Germany, was established in 1983 as Grohmann Engineering. It became Tesla Automation in 2016 and is headquartered in Prüm, Germany. It has been undergoing significant expansion, as indicated by reports from electric vehicle owners in the area. This expansion is expected to correspond to more activity in the facility, particularly as Gigafactory Berlin starts its local operations. The carbon sleeve needs to put the copper rotor in compression or it would loosen at low temperatures. This is due to differential thermal expansion. The biggest benefit of the new motor is that the carbon sleeve rotor creates a stronger electromagnetic field than a rotor that is held together by metal. Musk said these are usually made with high-strength steel. Another advantage is that the rotor can go to higher RPM as the carbon sleeve prevents the copper rotor from expanding due to radical acceleration. The motors are small enough to be picked up by a single person while also capable of achieving high RPM. One of the beneficiaries of the new carbon-wrapped motor is Tesla's all-electric supercar, the Roadster. It was the first car made by Tesla, but its production was discontinued. Now Tesla is bringing back the EV better and faster. It has been developed from the ground up as an electric car instead of being based on an internal combustion engine car. When it was unveiled in late 2017, Musk announced that the next generation Roadster would have a wheel torque of 10,000 Newton meters, which is already very impressive in its own right. Previously, Musk had discussed Tesla using the same tri-motor powertrain found in the new Model S for the new Roadster, which would have achieved higher performance based on the smaller form factor alone, but now the company has an even better electric motor. With a higher maximum RPM, the next generation Roadster's production could offer some monstrous amounts of power. Together with its SpaceX-infused tech and 620-mile range, the Roadster could truly stand above the Model S Plaid, just as you would expect from a car that costs above $200,000. Combined with the SpaceX package, the new Roadster will do 0 to 60 miles per hour in 1.1 seconds. However, it is not only the super expensive Roadster that benefits from the new carbon-wrapped motor. The Model S is already using the new motor in the Plaid version, allowing it to clinch the title of the world's fastest production car. First introduced about 10 years ago, the Model S gained a new Plaid version in June last year. The upgrade included the new motor. Tesla has a slew of upcoming vehicles, and they are really suitable candidates for the new powerful motor. The Cybertruck, for example, is a monster pickup truck made out of stainless steel. It is so massive that it requires very powerful electric motors, especially for the top trim. Tesla initially marketed a tri-motor configuration as the top model, which promises an acceleration of 0 to 60 miles per hour in as little as 2.9 seconds. However, Tesla has revealed it would release a 4-motor model first. By using its new electric motor, Tesla can make the Cybertruck even faster. Another prime candidate for the new carbon-wrapped motor is the semi-truck. This is a Class 8 electric truck expected to use 4 independent motors to accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 20 seconds while loaded with up to 80,000 pounds of payload. It also needs all the power it can get to speed up inclines in all the varied routes it would be deployed. Trucking is a time-conscious business. The Semi must be highly capable of making a mark in the industry. Of course, Tesla has designed the truck to have the lowest drag possible, but that has not cancelled out the need for powerful electric motors. Beyond EVs, Musk has hinted he would like to design an electric jet. He owns a private jet like most billionaires, but it burns fossil fuel, which we can imagine does not go down well with him. We can imagine the carbon-wrapped motor powering an electric jet designed by Musk. The motor would be one of the last pieces to fit into place, as Musk already has a powerful, light, and safe new battery. Let's hear what you think about Tesla's new powerful carbon-wrapped motor in the comments section below.